Hey everyone, before we build our raised beds, I want to go over a couple of advantages that raised beds offer. First of all, they warm up a lot quicker in the springtime. They have a lot more efficient drainage, which is really important for your veggies. And what's the main thing that we really don't want to deal with and we dread dealing with when we're starting a new garden? Bad, hard to work with soil, right? Well, with raised beds, you're not dealing with that. You're bringing in your own great organic soil already, which is already going to be a great foundation for your vegetables and herbs and fruits to start out with. So you're not dealing with that. Raised beds can be built with a variety of materials, and today we're just going to be using regular untreated wood, and it's really not that hard to do one of these. So let's get started. So let's go over what you need to build your raised bed. First thing obviously is the wood itself. You'll need, if you follow the square foot gardening methodology for a 4 foot by 4 foot bed, you'll want to have the inside of the bed being 4 by 4. So when you're buying your wood, you're going to get two pieces that are 48 inches long, and the opposite two pieces are 51 inches long. And the reason why is because you want to compensate for the thickness of the two boards itself. So again, the inside measurement is 4 by 4. The home center will cut the boards for you, which is very convenient, or you can cut them at home. One thing there's two things I look for when I get my lumber. One thing is along the length of the board is very straight, as straight as possible. The straighter it is, then it's just going to look nicer and it's going to go to it'll go together better. The other thing that I'm looking for that's even more critical is how straight is the edge of the board as it goes down this side of the board. The reason why is because when you have that other side of the board coming next to this, there isn't really a gap, and it's going to be a lot easier to attach and screw these pieces together if this side is flat and there's not a curve to it. So two very important things on that. The other thing you're going to be getting at the home center for the other wood is these are and I've already pre-cut these. These are your support pieces that are going to be going inside the corner of the boards to where the boards are meeting in the corner. And I would use a minimum of a 2 by 3 or a 2 by 4 because you're going to be putting a lot of screws in here, and it needs to be as strong as possible, and you don't want this thing to split. So I use at least a 2 by 3 or a 2 by 4, and I'm also going to be cutting it such that it's a little lower than the length of this board. So it's a little lower than that. Other things you need, of course, are a drill with a bit attachment and your screwdriver attachment and an assortment of bits. I like to use these deck screws. These are 3-inch long deck screws, and they're designed for outdoor use. Sanding block or sandpaper if you need to touch up any edges. Regular tape measure of some sort to do your measuring. You're going to need at least one fair size square edge, and of course the reason for that is to making sure that your corners are square. Of course you can also use it for measuring. We're going to be gluing these, in addition to screwing these boards together, we're going to be gluing them together. So I like to use a really good quality waterproof wood glue, and that's going to add some extra structure to the corners. First thing you want to do is you want to place the boards together. You want to put them together such that you can see how close and how well the boards are matching up on each side. Because you may have cases to where some of the boards are actually taller than the others, and that way they're lining up straight. What I like to do is, and this is where the marker comes in, I'm not going to remember which four sides went together. So the easy way to do that, of course, is to simply mark each of the corners with a letter or a number. That way I know that I've got the right corners.